Well, hello everybody. Back again with my good old cup of coffee. Well, had a pretty good day yesterday. Got what hay I wanted mowed, and I like to talk a little bit about what I was talking about yesterday on them us going back to cow and calf. Not doing the stockers no more. Or we'll explain a little bit about that. And a lot of you people, I guess, don't realize what we really spend that and how we make our money. On them 130 feeder heifers, and I mean that's plus feeding 150 calves. I mean, this is the first year that we ain't raised corn silage in a lot of years. That the cost and it just got unmanageable. I mean, our fertilizer and feed bill was running up our way up in the $60,000 mark, and when you figure in breakdowns and land taxes and insurance and breakdown and fencing, that just getting, I mean, way out here. And so we decided that's one reason we decided to go back to cow and calf. Our feed bill got up there and fertilizer bill got up there, what most people make a year. Up there, right around $65,000, to be honest with you. And, that's just, in order for us to keep on farming, I mean, we had to make some changes. And that's what I was talking about in some of my first videos, changing, going back to spreading more manure, cut that on the fertilizer cost. And, the manure done well this year. But with putting manure, you've got a line. And we didn't get that done this year. We didn't get no lineman done. But, you can't do nothing about Mother Nature. And that's one thing about this type of business, you're tied to Mother Nature. Where you got drought or you got all rain. I mean, used to, when I was growing up, the ground was different. And there wasn't as much, they talk about climate change, but it's all the pollution, you tell, I can tell the difference in over the years, climate's always changing, and you adapt and change with it. So, well, that's my belief anyway. I mean, I've worked the ground all my life, and I've seen a lot of changes, and grass and ground. And the one thing, the ground don't hold water no more. When I was a boy, we raised a lot of tobacco, and you plowed the field and worked it down. If it happened to come a rain on it, it was probably a week before you could get back in that ground and set your tobacco. And as years went on, the lice that we raised, you could plow your ground and work it down. If it rained on it, you could just about get on to that next heap. So, and so, it's always changing. And, you've got John Kerry, Bill Gates over there running around that economic forum. John Kerry blasted it. They may have to cut out the farming here in America. I don't think so, buddy. It's funny how they're trying to destroy family farms and farms to knock away the food. Of course, Bill Gates, he's got a alternative motive. He's buying up all this farmland and he's pushing all this fake meat you know, they're trying to be kings of the world. And it's up to us to put a stop to that. Just a regular American, me and you. But you know, getting back on the expenses and stuff, what we deal with, you know, things has tripled and sometimes quadrupled to what, you know, it used to be what we paid. And you know, if you really sit down and pencil in, you know, if you take all of our inputs out, and I said it before, you know, we're still getting, once you take all your inputs out, we're still making the same thing we did in 1970. And I mean, I don't know about you people on your jobs, if you paying your bills and stuff, could you live on a paycheck that they got 1970 in today's prices? And I don't think you could. You know, you got light bills or a doubling, and you know, if you break downs and you know, if you can't fix it yourself, you've got to take it to the shop. My goodness, you know, one breakdown, if you you know, you're say a tractor, if it's not worth, if it's going to cost too much to fix, and you just go ahead and trade it, well, there's another 6 years of payments. You know, I don't do no monthly payments. I can't. I farm full time. All my payments are yearly. Insurance, you know, co-op bills, or whatever I finance it, vehicle for, it's a yearly payment. I mean, I don't do a monthly payment. I mean, our paychecks that we get 2 times a year, ain't no way I could do a monthly payment. So everything's yearly. You know, most of them come due in the spring and in the fall. When you sell your calves in the spring, and then you sell in the fall, and there's always a few you know you bring out and you sell here and there through the summer. You know, something happens, you know, if you've got to sell one or two, you know, they get pink eye or something happens that they come up, you know, with a gimp, or that you can't medicate, you either beat them or you sell them on the market. I hope I explained a little bit. I know I ain't too good at explaining all this stuff. I've done the best I could, and you know, we're going back to I'm gonna sell all these old cows off. I kept them way too long, and now it's my fault. But we're going to sell off a bunch of these old cows and get some new blood back to herd and get her. I'm going to do my best to get built back up to 300 head and leave these young ones something to grow on and keep the farm going. And that's my main goal, is to preserve this farm. But anyway, I thank everybody for watching, and you guys take care, and God bless. And I'm gonna finish this coffee. I've got to unhook this morning, get the baler hooked up for tomorrow. And once again, thanks for watching. God bless everybody, and good Lord willing, I'll see you on the next one. Thank you, guys.